Join me as I bring the captivating story of Esther to life in a fun and engaging way for kids. Do you know about the courageous woman who saved her people? I'm excited to share this remarkable story with you today. The book of Esther is a fascinating part of the Bible that teaches kids valuable lessons about bravery, faith, and standing up for what's right. Even though it was written a long time ago, its message remains powerful and relevant to our lives today. Imagine you're living in a kingdom where the king has absolute power. He can make any decision he wants, and no one can question him. That's the world Esther lived in. She was a queen, but she was also a Jew living in a place where her people were not treated fairly. One day, the king's advisor, Haman, came up with a plan to destroy all the Jews in the kingdom. Esther's cousin, Mordecai, found out about the plan and told Esther that she had to do something to stop it. But it was a huge risk. If she failed, she would be punished severely, even killed. The problem was that Esther wasn't sure if the king would even listen to her. He was a powerful man who didn't take kindly to people approaching him without an invitation. In fact, if you went to see the king without being summoned, you could be put to death on the spot. Esther knew that she had to come up with a clever plan to get the king's attention and convince him to change his mind. Mordecai encouraged Esther to take a stand and use her position to help their people. But Esther was afraid. Who wouldn't be? She was just one person going up against the mighty king and his powerful advisor. However, Mordecai reminded her that she had been placed in a position of power for a reason, and that God had a plan to use her for good. Esther decided to take a bold step and approach the king, even though it meant putting her life on the line. She knew that it wouldn't be easy, but she was willing to take the risk to save her people. With Mordecai's help, she hatched a plan to invite the king and Haman to a series of banquets, hoping to win the king's favor and expose Haman's evil plans. As Esther navigated the royal court, she used her intelligence and courage to outsmart Haman and gain the king's trust. It was a delicate balancing act, but she managed to pull it off. Finally, the day came when she was ready to reveal her true identity to the king and plead for the safety of her people. The suspense was killing everyone. Would the king listen to Esther and spare the lives of the Jews, or would he remain loyal to Haman and carry out the destruction? Esther took a deep breath and explained the situation to the king, revealing Haman's wicked plans and her own connection to the Jewish people. In the end, the king was outraged by Haman's plot and decided to execute him instead. The Jews were saved, and Esther had saved the day. Her bravery and faith had paid off, and she became a hero to her people. What can we learn from Esther's story? We learn that courage is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to take risks to do what's right. We learn that trusting in God's plan can give us the strength we need to face any challenge. And we learn that standing up for others, even when it's hard, is always the right thing to do. I hope you enjoyed this exciting retelling of the story of Esther. If you want to explore more Bible stories for kids, be sure to check out our channel for more fun and engaging videos. What was your favorite part of Esther's story? Let us know in the comments section below.